Start recording.
Yep, and I would let them record for a little bit so
Okay.
we don't get the
Oh,
double stream thing
we're
like
definitely
the
live
last
right
one.
now. I hit
And we are
record.
live.
Again, for a second time. All right. So yeah, let it
Yeah,
go for just a second
yeah,
here.
yeah. In case you're watching live, we had a little bit of troubles or something, technical issues. If
Tech
you're
issues.
watching after the fact, we still had technical issues, but
That's why there's two videos now.
yeah.
There's
Or
not way.
maybe a weird video spliced together, hopefully.
Yeah. Oh man, I got a cumulative update for Windows 2020-04, which is what we were just talking about
Hey.
essentially.
Yeah, although I think in the live stream, the last thing we mentioned was
Oh,
me talking about how single spaces may become more mainstream.
yes.
And then from there, we went into Windows. Oh, no, you were kind of doing the ad spot,
Yeah, we were doing the
talking about
ad spot
Windows.
while you were double checking that the stream was live because stuff was going
Yes.
really weird.
Yes. And then we had mentioned that if you're looking for videos on how to maybe turn off Windows auto updates or Windows notifications, you can check out Nephew Tech's YouTube channel because there's a lot of good videos there about such things as these. Looks like there's only one. There we go. Sweet. And my stream is starting up again.
Yep. Yeah, so I started one and then I waited 10 seconds to start the
Perfect.
second. I wonder if that was the problem because I did wait 10 seconds on the original and then I clicked on both. And I wonder if that was a problem.
Maybe. Potentially, I guess.
Uh,
Anyway, got it sorted out now. Maybe.
we got 30 minutes to finish this, right? Before it crashes again. It seems to be
Yeah.
how it works.
Microsoft
So-
Word. We could hop to another Microsoft article.
All right, we're going to see if this shares the right browser. Yes, it does. We're talking about that Windows 20 something update.
Yes.
This is the concept by Avdin that I was showing. I wasn't sure if you pulled it up or not,
No.
but it's really sleek design. I honestly like it. I think it's a good
Okay.
mix between the Apple design and the Windows design. So it still does the silly thing here with the start menu with the live tiles. I guess what they're called, tiles. I don't like it at all. All of my computers now have the tiles turned off, I believe.
Yep.
I say that and I pull it up and mine has the weather tile, but that's it. But that's all I have is the weather tile. I promise. So I would still get rid of the tiles, but then it does like your taskbar, your icons are more in the center, and then everything has a much more bold style to it. It's much more tablet friendly. But this video, I will put this in my description for sure. It's definitely worth checking out. It's a really cool concept,
Cool.
and I have
But
no
that's different
idea.
than the Windows February or March, April update, right?
Yeah. So this is just a concept that someone drew up that said, "Hey, this is how Windows should look." They don't work for Windows or anything.
Gotcha. Okay. I missed that part, which is
Yeah.
like the most important part.
Yeah. It's
So you
totally
can actually
just
use it as
no.
Yeah, it's just like wireframes or so to speak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's just a concept for how Windows would look better.
If he was hired.
Yeah. And he had more time than anyone else in this world.
Yeah. To bring the Windows ship
Yeah.
back to the correct direction.
Oh, now it shows that my video is actually live. I don't have that weird error anymore. I think I should have fixed
Nice.
this when we first started.
I
Rather
don't know.
than like,
The audio on your video sounded fine though.
okay,
So,
weird. Man, we're
We'll s-
like halfway through this thing.
yeah. Let's skip to article number 6.
Yeah, we
It's
could,
for your security, Microsoft says.
which is hysterical because we just talked about this in the Dell article. Kind of.
Not specifically, but we did talk about the ports that those laptops have. And I didn't actually read this article.
Okay.
Surprise.
Yeah, no, you're on par with me right now. So there's two different things going on in the article. One is talking about the Thunderbolt 3 ports, and one is talking about the non-upgradable RAM.
Huh.
So I believe, from my understanding from this, the the Thunderbolt 3, they didn't want to do it because there's some sort of security flaw with how it finds the Thunderbolt.
Gotcha. And I don't totally understand Thunderbolt either. Does it use the same port, like the same physical port as a USB Type C?
I believe it's reversed. Nope, it uses the same thing.
Cool.
I've just never used Thunderbolt.
I think what we may have at work to run our monitors is we may have Thunderbolt cables, which the monitor connects to the laptop via one of these Thunderbolt or USB-C cables, which provides power to the laptop, and it also sends video signal from the laptop to the monitor. But you can't do it with a normal like USB Type-C cable, because if you just use the normal USB Type-C cable, it sends the power from the monitor to the laptop, but it doesn't send video from the laptop to the monitor. So I know there's something that we do special with our cables, but I'm assuming that the ones we use for the monitor are the Thunderbolt cables,
Yeah.
which provide data and power. But
Yeah. So this was the original paragraph that I had read when I said Microsoft's acting like a 3-year-old. So this guy, Walking Cat, uploaded a video showing why Microsoft won't have removable RAM, which means they don't have upgradable RAM in their laptops. It's to avoid a security risk for the video, which the video doesn't play because my computer's acting weird at the moment. The narrator explains you can easily freeze the memory with liquid nitrogen and then use a memory reader to access the data in memory, including BitLocker recovery keys.
wow.
And that is why they don't have
So
upgradable RAM.
Wow. So I wonder if that's a Windows issue or a Microsoft specific issue.
Or if that's just a RAM issue. Or
Yeah,
you could just
good
freeze
point.
it in liquid nitrogen and read the data off of it.
Because this article seems to be talking about why the Surface Pro 7 specifically, and why all Surface devices don't support Thunderbolt, and why they have soldered RAM. But it doesn't mention anything about other laptops which run Windows.
But I just thought it was crazy that you would use that argument. We don't want people to use liquid nitrogen to freeze your memory and then use it, read it with a memory reader, they call it.
I mean,
You probably shouldn't be storing that data on a Surface tablet.
yeah, that's true.
if it's
That's true.
if it's that important.
I mean, you don't want to have a security vulnerability open because eventually someone could use it.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know. I'd be interested though to figure out if it's just the Microsoft devices, because if that's the case, Microsoft, come on. Step up your game. But my guess is that it probably also affects other machines running Windows, or even all machines running RAM, which is all of them.
Yeah.
Huh, that's weird.
Nah, it's just odd. Oh man, this topic will take us to that 30-minute mark again. Supernatural. Supernatural aims to use VR to make home exercise more exciting. The biggest problem I had with this when I read this article title,
Yeah.
you know how much you
That's-
sweat with a face mask on?
Yeah. This is literally one of the arguments that every system since the Wii has used. Make home exercise more exciting. It started with, I don't know
The
if it started with the Kinect or the Wii first.
Yeah, but one of those
Possibly the
definitely
Kinect.
started.
And then there was the Wii, and then there was the Wii balance board, which got you up and standing up, and da 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 da.
Man,
And then it
you,
came to PlayStation, had these special controllers that were similar to the Wiimotes. And then VR came around, and they've all kind of used the same,
gimmick.
yeah, making home exercise more exciting,
And then
which is not a bad thing,
it's not a bad thing, but they fail at it every time.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
the interesting part
I
about
don't know.
this,
Beat Saber gets you up and moving.
yeah, it does. And I, of course, can't play this video, so Supernatural VR. Let's see if we can pull up a picture. Supernatural VR. We should have put that in first. So there's the triangle thing. So in Beat Saber, you have like giant walls that move towards you. And from the looks of this, you have triangles you have to fit within. So I watched the video. So
Your body or
yeah,
your like remotes?
your head. So your tracker head.
Okay, gotcha.
So basically, you have to squat.
Okay.
Uh, the triangles are a cool addition. I wouldn't mind seeing those in Beat Saber. Like a target for your
Rather
head.
than something to avoid, it's a target to
Hit.
try to hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Specifically with your head.
Yep.
In this case.
Yeah, because they have the blocks that you try to hit with your Beat Saber.
Hmm.
You can actually just do this. Saber.
Now with Supernatural, what are you doing with your hands?
From the looks of
In
it,
this
I
game.
can't pull up a picture or a video
Okay, gotcha.
because my computer's acting weird. But you're hitting these weird round thingies here.
Okay, gotcha.
So it's pretty much the same.
Oh, yep. So I'm watching the video because I'm able to pull it up. And yeah, it does look very similar to Beat Saber. It's a little bit less of that kind of neon
Matrix
cyber
look.
vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's like an actual background with kind of a landscape of like a destroyed castle where I'm
Yeah.
currently looking at. There's the triangles like you mentioned that you try and hit, and then it's almost like there's rocks being zooming by your head that you're trying to hit is
Yeah.
what it looks like.
Yeah. But it looks like a complete rip off of Beat Saber.
It looks very similar, yeah. Wow, yeah, this video looks extremely like Beat Saber.
Yeah, but then the one argument I have is the one thing I hate about Beat Saber is they have the horizontal walls, so you have to duck for them. I
Yeah.
don't mind a partial horizontal wall, so you have the choice of moving or ducking,
Hmm.
but I
Yeah.
don't like having to do both or having to duck. I would prefer just
Yeah.
to move.
You don't want your home exercise to be that exciting.
Yeah, I don't want to have to squat.
Yeah.
And part of that's because when I do sweat, I have a problem with face sweat, and it gets into my eyes, and then it just stings because
Yeah.
to take the face mask on and off then causes rashing around the eyes.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I could see yoga in VR,
Hmm.
but I couldn't see
Wow.
cardio workout in VR.
Do you know this app is already available?
It is
It's available now for the Oculus Quest on a subscription basis.
Of course, it's subscription to go with your Peloton
With
bike.
your first month free, they get you hooked. And each subsequent month costs $19.
Ooh man, get Beat
Yeah.
Saber.
But with new workouts being added daily, it's clearly looking to be as much of a fitness platform as it is a game, according to GameSpot.com.
What a joke. Beat Saber is currently $30 on Steam.
Per month?
Yeah, per month on a once in a lifetime basis.
Oh, wow.
So you have to buy it for 1 month for your life, and you get it.
1 month for life. Wow, that seems like a good
Yeah.
deal. Rather than 1 month for 1 month. Yeah, so it seems like a copy there.
That's what I had to say about it was that they want to work out, but I tried a jogging game in VR. I jogged a
Yeah.
mile and I was done. I went upstairs, I took a shower, and I quit VR. I didn't play for like I never played that game again. So fishing in VR, on the other hand, that's where it's at.
Yeah.
That's like Animal Crossing level. That is such a relaxing game.
Now, Animal Crossing couldn't necessarily be VR, right? Because I haven't played Animal Crossing, but it's completely different, right?
Yeah, it's a third person like God mode view. So you're looking
I
down.
wonder if you could float, if they could make it for VR and you float around, almost like you remember we went on Google Earth
Yeah,
and we were able to
and
float
just do it like
around.
that.
Oh,
That would
yeah,
be fun. Almost like a tabletop game.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah, you
then you
move
could
your
just
little
be sitting
characters
there and it would
around.
show you the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun. That'd be cool. I'd enjoy that. Doing squats? Nah, nah, man.
Got Apple Watch, Twitter,
Let's do Twitter.
Twitter. Yeah. So I didn't know why Twitter got its name, but I looked it up, and according to an article, well, according to Wikipedia, one of the founders said that Twitter is was used as kind of a it's kind of like the sound that your phone makes when it buzzes in your pockets. So you post a tweet and then your phone twitters in your followers' pockets. They said they
What?
almost went with yeah, I know, right? They said they almost went with Twitch, but they didn't feel that it worked for their platform, which is
Twitch is
hilarious because Twitch is a super successful platform right now. Probably destroying Twitter in terms of like
concurrent
revenue or
users.
whatever.
Or
Yeah, and
definitely in
concurrent
revenue.
users. Definitely in the amount of data streamed, I'll tell you that. Um, but originally Twitter, if you were born after Twitter or you kind of grew up without Twitter,
Yeah.
I personally never really used Twitter, but Twitter was used over like text messages basically, is my understanding.
Okay. I could see how that would work.
So like you share a tweet and then I guess your followers get a
Yeah.
text notification that you shared a tweet. And that's the reason for the original limit to 140 characters or whatever,
Okay.
was because it was shared over a
Ah.
text message. And that was kind of the max length of a text message. So for example, if you send a text message nowadays that's super long, generally it gets split up into multiple text messages
Yeah.
unless it's on a non like if it's on Google Hangouts
Yeah.
or Facebook Messenger, it's not split
Yeah.
up,
It
right?
changes from SMS to a MMS.
Yes. So from a like a
Something. It's a multimedia message. I think
yes, the MMS is
multimedia
multimedia
something.
service or something system, maybe. I don't know. But now Twitter has disabled the ability to compose tweets last September due to security issues. I think the issue was that I could emulate your phone and I could tweet as you if I sent a text from your phone number, so to speak.
Oh.
I think
Okay.
we talked about that actually
Yeah.
last year. But now they are removing this feature from the rest of the countries. So apparently they left this feature on for some countries,
Hmm.
probably the lower income countries
Yeah.
maybe that didn't have access to computers and internet. Maybe they had to use text messaging because that's all they had, but now Twitter is removing that feature from the few countries that still supported it. Now, Twitter will still send important SMS messages for securing accounts, like authentication codes. So if you log in
Okay.
on a new
Yeah.
computer, you can still get your authentication code sent
That makes sense though.
as a text message. But that's a totally different, yeah, totally different thing.
That's neat to understand how Twitter evolved with the time, essentially,
Yeah.
and how they jumped from like one backbone service to a
hmm
new backbone service. It's
Like
almost
a
like
complete website infrastructure.
yeah, it's almost like if Twitter started earlier they would have started with just voice, so you could just send voice recordings and you sound like voice recordings to multiple people, and then they went through the SMS, which is just texting, and now they're into
Yeah.
MMS, which is through internet, essentially, is what that is. And then the
As
next one,
the
yeah, there'd
Go
be
ahead.
a Vine next, essentially. We sending
Yeah.
out short 5-second videos, and they'll be like
Mhm.
10-second videos, and then they turn into YouTube, and they're like,
Or Twitch.
yeah, 2 hour
Live streams.
videos,
Yeah.
and then they'll go to VR, and they're like, here's my life.
Yeah. See everything.
Yep. Yeah, but it sounds like that they're just jumping as
Mhm.
the technology allows them to move forward. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Which is pretty cool, yeah.
That's really all the topics I have to talk about. I don't have much to say on the other ones.
Yeah,
We can pull them up real fast.
we can pull up this, yeah, doodle thing. This article is from Lifehacker, and Google is bringing back their doodle games, which were games where I guess you could click on the little doodle thing. So if you go to google.com, there's the doodle in the middle of the page, which generally the Google team updates it based on the day. So right now, I don't know what it is. It's probably a doodle thing. But if you click on it, it'll bring you to the doodles page.
From the Google Doodle archive, coding is right now.
But sometimes the doodles will represent like a thing that's happening. So if it's around Christmas time, the doodles will be like Santa Claus or something.
Yeah.
But these doodle games are, I guess, things that were released just over time. And Google is archiving these things so you can still access them.
It's something to do.
It's something to do. Right now, they just have the coding game, which is, I don't know if you ever use the programming language Scratch,
Yeah.
but it's the block-based programming. So you drag
I'm pretty sure
drag
I've pulled
around code
Scratch up
blocks.
on stream before. I was like,
Okay,
here's
yeah,
how we
yeah.
do
You
it.
can pull up this game. Pull up this game, actually.
I did actually. We played it for a second.
Okay. Yeah, the goal of this game seems to mainly be to get this rabbit guy to collect all the carrots.
Yeah. It has
Uh,
super loud audio.
Gotcha. So that's why you closed it.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks like you
But,
just jump around, collect the carrots.
Yeah, if you're looking for something to do during quarantine, I mean, sure.
It's better than nothing.
If you don't have a Minecraft account, you know.
Yeah. Don't want to go ruining people's worlds.
Yeah.
Nothing personal there.
Grab the TNT out of the box and place it down and light it up.
Sweet. I think we might save the Apple one for next week because there won't be any articles next week.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Seems to be how it works.
We will tech about that next week.
We're going to talk about all the things next week. I love how you
Everything.
control when the stream ends. I got to find the button. And we're going to stop. See y'all next week.